Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Chris with the C. Hope you're doing well. Thank you very much for joining me today, guys. Big day today. The RC Fairy has been to the jam shed and I'm really excited about this one. Now, as you know, I am a big fan of Hobao products here on the channel. We've got the SST, we've got the Hyper ST Nitro. We've had the MTX on the channel. I've had numerous friends' vehicles, again, Hobao products, on the channel, and I really like them. But with the generosity of, should we call him the RC Fairy, a subscriber of the channel, he's actually hooked me up with a Hyper TT2.0. Now, big shout out to Modelsport for actually aiding with this. Guys, we've got it. Hyper TT2.0. This is a pro version, which is a roller. It's a 1/10 scale. I'm very much looking forward to unboxing this and getting the electrics in. You've got to paint the body, you've got to put the wheels on yourself. You've basically just got to kind of build it up without actually building a full kit, which is awesome, obviously. I will be tuning it, I will be racing it around Garth Park. The idea of this truck really is we're going to have it for racing around with friends, bit of grass racing. I will bash it a little bit, jump it, that sort of thing, like I have with my SST. Yeah, I just like Hobao products. I'm being straight with you. They're very much an underrated brand, and yeah, they deserve a lot more airtime in my opinion, because I've had nothing but good kind of experiences with Hobao cars, and yeah, this is going to be an epic one. Let's have a look down below, shall we? Come on then. Right guys, so the Hyper TT2.0, now Hobao basically uses the same packaging for all their vehicles, and it's something that kind of threw me off the first time I got one, because I was a little bit confused, because obviously it said things like, you know, servos, e.g. like what's on the box by there. But this is, rest assured, this is a roller. This is something I have to put together myself. It's essentially almost ready to run. Something you need to install your electrics, paint the body and glue the tyres, and off you go. Now, as you can see on the box, it does have CNC all metal parts in the vehicle, as they mentioned. A little picture of the vehicle itself, some information about the size of the vehicle and so on and so forth on the side of there. It gives you a full list. If you want to pause it, you can. These are the updates. Now essentially they've done a whole bunch of upgrades to this vehicle. I was going to purchase the original one, but then this was announced and I did pre-order it, but I ended up cancelling my pre-order, unfortunately, because something else came up. As you can see, it does come with two different versions color wise. You've got the silver and the blue, but we've actually got the clear one, guys. And some information about upgrades. So upgrades wise, as you can see on the box, you have got obviously the CNC rear hubs, new hexes, carbon fiber inserts. You've got 7075 steering blocks, and also carbon fiber front and rear shock towers. Now these, I'd imagine, are something that I'm going to want to add to the vehicle, mainly because I do enjoy upgrading them. Now what I'm going to do here now quickly is I'll put the car on the table, so nothing to see by there, but oh look guys, they actually sent me the correct colour. No, I'm joking, right. Guys, I did a bit of homework previously to actually doing the unboxing, and I've painted it with my favourite colour, PS33 cherry red, very much like that colour. Now as you can see, I have painted the body. Very small footprint on the car. Oh, by the way, and I've also glued the tyres. Let's take this off. Now, so that's the colour I've gone with the body. I've got to put the stickers on. I really like cherry red. I've recently just done a Truggy on the channel, and I thought, you know what? This is my colour. These are the colours I'm going to be painting my bodies. So we have the Hyper TT, guys. Very much like the quality of this one. I will do some close-ups in a moment. 1/10 scale Truggy, all aluminium parts, obviously, e.g. aluminium chassis and everything. Big stout arms, obviously you can put carbon fibre inserts in here. It has a rear centre diff that's essentially mounted directly to the rear diff case. So I like that. Obviously there's no dog bones towards the rear. You've got these big stout chassis braces there, as you can see. Now you can do some cable management with running the wires underneath you. I will have a look at that at a later date. Obviously nice size receiver box by there. You've got oil filled differentials in the front and rear. These 12mm shocks here, really nice and stout. They've got shock cap protectors on there as well. Pillow balls as well, as you can see. They do come with these kind of grassy kind of tyres here. And obviously you've got this adjustable battery tray. Sway bars installed front and rear. Aluminium shock towers. It's very, very decently spec'd, this. And yeah, essentially I'm quite looking forward to this. Now, the plan is with this truck, guys, is obviously I have bought some electrics for it, and I will do some close-up shots in a moment for you. But we're going to be repurposing one thing. Number one is a servo that I took out of my Team Corrali car, the CRHV 7225, the digital servo. That'll be more than enough, 25 kilograms. That'll plop in there quite nicely, no issues there. And I have bought the 10BL 120 G2. As you know, I like the big brother of these, and I have had one of these in my Techno. Really nice ESC, fully programmable, 120 amp. Yeah, just essentially a nice, good, solid, anything up to 4S ESC these. Cheapest chips, I think they cost around about £27 on AliExpress. And also, guys, a 3652 4000 kV motor. Now, the RTR version of these actually come with a 3900 3652. So I thought, you know what, let's go a little bit more. 4000 kV, give it a little bit more wheel speed, and yeah, absolutely awesome. Now, I think what I'll do is I'll adjust the camera in a moment, and we'll go over some of the parts. We'll give you a little bit more of a closer up look to the vehicle, and we'll just kind of go over a few bits, and then I'll put the electrics in, and yeah, well, by the end of this, fingers crossed, we will have a fully working TT2.0. I love this colour though, absolutely awesome colour, really, really beautiful. Okay, so let's go. Right, okay guys, so the Hyper TT2.0 Pro Roller, a couple of features to go over with the vehicle. First of all, full CNC aluminium chassis right the way through. As you can see, you've got these big stout kind of chassis supports going all the way through the vehicle here. There is this year actually provides some sort of cable management for the vehicle as well. Full alloy motor mount there, guys, obviously. And now this big drivetrain going right the way through. You got a large dog bone going to the center diff. Center diff is 3/4 of the way down the vehicle, but then that is actually mounted directly to the rear differential there. Big shock towers, 12mm shocks as well, guys. So really stout, really kind of nice looking with adjustable collars on them as well. Alloy A, B, C and D blocks on the vehicle. You've got this aluminium upper top deck, obviously for the steering. Typical bell crank and servo saver arrangement. You've got your adjustable turnbuckles going out, these thick A-arms on top, non-adjustable camber on the front. On the front of the vehicle, big large bumper there as well. Pillow ball setup, guys, obviously for your steering on this one. Hobao have actually gone, I think this was typical from the first vehicle as well. It's kind of like a trademark thing really for Hobao. They kind of like using these on their vehicles. Doesn't matter what size you've got, but essentially they will have them installed, which is nice because I don't mind it. They're fully adjustable, so that is a good thing. Suspension setup is really nice off the off, so I'm not going to adjust any of that. Battery tray. The good thing to point out here, you can have your larger packs in as well as your shorty packs. Obviously, you've got this adjustable support here for your batteries. I'm probably going to be running this on 3S, so I have got some 3S shorty packs I'd like to install on the vehicle. What else can we mention? Big stout rear wing mount. It's very well spec'd, guys. I mean, obviously you can fit a full-size servo, and we'll go on to that in a moment. Full-size servo in the vehicle. Nice big receiver box. It's nice to see this receiver box. It's actually bigger than what's on my SST, so I might actually source one of these, I think. I might see if this actually fits onto my SST, because that's a really nice little setup there. So I might possibly kind of retrofit that to my SST, or not this one, but I might order another one. Rear bumper support there as well. Let's just show you the bottom of the chassis. So all the chassis is laser etched, as you can see. Hyper TT2.0 uses all hex hardware right the way through the vehicle. Big stout arms. Obviously you've got your inserts there for your carbon fiber inserts, which is something I'll probably stiffen up the front and the rear. But yeah, just typical Hobao quality, very underrated. And yeah, I wish just more people would jump on the Hobao train, because they make great products, guys, honestly. Bouncing back to this, as you can see, the quick run 3652 motor, 4000 kV, and the 10BL120 G2 120 amp from 2 to 4S. Well, basically, I'm going to be using it from 2 to 4S. Also, we have the Varipop servo from Team Corrali. I'm going to repurpose this out of one of my Team Corrali vehicles. 25 kilogram servo. By the way, subscribe. 25 kilogram servo. Response time is decent, not massively great. I might end up putting something like a decent AGF or something in here, if I can get one cheap enough. There's the body, guys. I'm going to put the stickers on, so that's all really nice looking. As I say, I've gone with my trademark PS33 Cherry Red. I really like this, and then backed it off with PS1. I've just glued all the wheels and tyres as well. As you can see, not the best of jobs, but not terrible. So that's all ready to rock and roll. I think the next step, guys, is install the electrics, and then we'll have basically a working vehicle. So yeah, awesome. Thank you very much for obviously hooking me up with this vehicle, RC Fairy. And Modelsport, guys, I will put a link in the description where you can actually pick this vehicle up. Huge thank you to them for being so prompt and getting the car over to me as well. Right, pause the video. Let's put the electrics in. I'll put you on a bit of a time lapse, and then we'll go from there. Right, okay, guys, so as you can see, I forgot to mention this. You have the wing mounts. You've got some pills for the front and rear hinge pin holders. You got some Allen keys in there, some zip ties. You've also got a 13 tooth pinion, so I might go stock with this for the moment just to see how it feels, because I am going to be running it on 3S. Some body clips, and also, guys, the vehicle does come with a really nice instruction manual as well. I haven't had any issues with any of the Hobao products. As you can see, the antenna tube, some stickers as well. Yeah, just really nicely done, and they kind of list everything you need, all the upgrades, showing you how to put it all together, how to take it all apart. Even it tells you what shock oils to use from stock. So rear shocks, by the looks on things, 600. What about the front shocks? Does it tell you? Are we using the same amount on the front? That's a good question, because I'm not going to change over the shock oil just yet. Differential oils. Oh, differentials. Front is 5,000. Rear is 3,000. So very light on the differentials. But yeah, all the instructions are in there. And right, I'm now going to carry on. I'm now going to put the vehicle together. And by the end of this, fingers crossed, we should have a working vehicle. Right, okay, guys, I decided to check over the rear diff, and actually I got it wrong. Sorry, not the rear diff, the center diff. The center diff is actually all metal, so the gearing is metal, so that's really nice actually. Saves me a few quid, that does, because yeah, normally you got to replace it, especially on a 1/10 car. So big shout out to Hobao, because this is metal. Now the diff was a little bit empty, so I have topped it up now. What I've done is thickened up the centre diff. I've actually gone with 10,000 in the centre, which, believe it or not, is actually quite thick for the centre of this vehicle in particular. So we've gone 10,000 in the centre. The only thing I will say is, obviously, to get at that, you will need to take the rear end of the vehicle off. I think what I'm going to do as well is I'm actually going to check the rear differential. Not that I feel that the diffs are loose. I don't think there's any, but look, I'm putting the car together. I want to make sure it's right. So I noticed that was needed topping up. So yeah, we may as well. The only thing is with Hobao diff cases, guys, they're not typical of your kind of couple of screws at the back and remove the diff case. You do actually have to split the diff case here. So that is something to point out. All hex hardware, all the screws came out nicely. I am going to add a bit of Loctite. You know, there's the motor mount there, guys. Really nicely made, all CNC aluminium. Yeah, I've got no issues with that. I think what I'll do now is, obviously, so that will go in like so, and then the drive shaft goes in there. Yeah, I mean, it's very, very nicely made, this. I've got no issues at all. The quality, it would have been nice to see this part in CNC aluminium, but yeah, I mean, hey, look, maybe that's something that I can get at a later date. I'm going to carry on now. If I find anything, I'll update you. Right, guys, okay, so I have actually come across a little issue here, and I want to kind of point this out. Now, as you can see, got the servo installed. The ESC, it is a larger, smaller ESC that I wanted to use. Now, the motor, the clearance is not too bad. That's all installed, the gearing's all in, everything's fine in that sense. But if you look at where we got to install the ESC here, obviously your wiring comes in from the left hand side of the receiver box if you're looking at the car from this side, but obviously the wire for the ESC is right behind. Now, many of you are going to say, right, just mount it that way, but it does not fit in there, in that gap. All right, so I'm going to have to install it like so. So obviously the motor wires will come over. There's no issues there, everything's fine. I can put them all neatly. But it does seem that I'm going to have to position, there you go, that's a better angle. I'm going to have to position the ESC right on the edge here, all right, and then stick it down. The unfortunate part about that is, if you could see underneath here, there is a gap underneath. I'm not sure what quite to do with this, but I'm going to apply the adhesive. Obviously stick it down, and then just have to keep an eye on it, because the other thing is, there isn't any way of actually kind of cable tying down the ESC in any sort of way. Plus also, I think I'm gonna have to remove this. I'm not using the cable tidy anyway, so that's not so much of an issue. Obviously the chassis braces, they're fine. Once that's down though, as you can see, the wires are sat underneath here and then cause a bit of interference. So I'm trying to avoid any kind of movement in the drive shaft, and also this top plate here. So it's going to leave me with removing this, and then obviously having the ESC kind of as tight as I can there, and making sure the wiring is neat in the receiver box here. It was something that I needed to point out to you guys. The build is coming on nicely though. Everything is coming on fine, but like I say, there is some interference here with this ESC wire. What I don't want here is obviously any of these wires wearing down on the drive shaft. But came with the XC60, so that's kind of made my mind up which battery pack I'm going to use to start off. I'm going to use a shorty pack in here. I've got the Hildo 85C 4000 mAh batteries. It should be absolutely fine for the car, to be quite honest with you. And I have only got it on stock gearing. So I'm going to continue moving on now. Fingers crossed we'll get to a point where everything kind of marries up and I've got it all sorted. Right, okay, so we are getting somewhere now, guys. As you can see, what I've done, I've flipped this cable tidy around because it made more sense this way to put my motor wire through. All right, so they're all neat and tidy in there now. I've also put the battery cable through there, obviously just to kind of keep it all neat and tidy. And in the aid of keeping all the wiring tidy, as you can see, what I'm actually using here, guys, is a Radiolink R4FGM. So it's a micro receiver with gyro, okay? So it'll be perfect for this car. Just to kind of show you at the rear, I don't know if the camera's going to put you, there you go. I've got plenty of room on that drive shaft. This is the power cable. Just got to work out where to actually put that. So that's all neat in there. I've got it now bound up to my Radiolink RC8X handset. Big shout out to Radiolink. I love this handset, honestly. Absolutely awesome. Guys, get yourself one. There was an update recently that improves the range, I mean up to 600 meters, and since then it's been absolutely flawless, this handset. So yeah, just gonna finish it all up now, put obviously the servo horn on, set the endpoints. I'm gonna go in, just change some of the programming on the ESC, and then we should have ready to run. Well, I say ready to run, I've actually done this, but the car should be ready to run a TT2.0 Pro with a Hobbywing 10BL 120 G2, 3652, 4000 kV motor, stock gearing, run a Radiolink receiver and the Varipop servo. The jury's out on the servo at the moment. We'll have to see how that performs. I might swap that out at a later date. But yeah, it's coming along. The bench is looking a mess, mine, but yeah, let's keep going. Right, okay guys, so I'm just going to program the ESC. Obviously, they give us this nice little... Oop, I'm shaking a bit by ear, I do apologise. What we're going to do is change the punch to level 6 and the BEC, so number 10 here, to 7.4. Let's have a look, what else we got? Brake, max brake force is 50%, that should be okay. Leave a timing as is. Yeah, I'm just going to basically change it all over. Got my program card here, so I'm just going to change it. The first option I've got is punch. So we're going to go option 3 and change that to item 3, option 6. And then right down to option 10 and change that to item 2. Click OK. Turn the car off. Take away the programming, and then the fan should spin up a bit more, and you can hear that spin up more now, so we should have faster servo. Yep, so I'm now going to install the servo horn and carry on. Right, okay guys, so there's all the electrics all installed. Managed to get all the wiring very neat and tidy behind there, not actually fouling with any drive shafts or anything like that. Servo, as I say, on the fence with that one. Battery tray, I've actually moved back, because as you can see, they've got holes at the front, but there. I've actually moved back so the battery is more centralized, so all the weight is in one place. Obviously, because I'm using this shorty pack. Yeah, I think it's come out really nice. As I say, I've got my Radiolink handset. Apologise for the camera flicker there. Got my Radiolink handset on, but yeah, TT2.0. So right, concentrate, put some stickers on the body now, and put the wing on, and I'll give you the final reveal. But yeah, quite happy with the way it's come together. Thank you very much, obviously, RC Fairy. Let's keep going.
We stretch time, we stretch life.
guys, check it out. Hyper TT2.0 Pro Roller, all finished. I think it's looking super clean. Absolutely awesome the way this has come out. I think myself personally, very happy with the way it's come out, honestly. Colour really pops again on this Truggy. This PS33 from Tamiya, I absolutely love the colour. So obviously just gone with very basic stickers on the car. Obviously Hobao, hobby wing, and that's all I've ended up putting on this one, guys, just to keep it looking super clean, super fresh. Beautiful looking truck. So let's just quickly talk about it. Okay, let's take the body pins off. I did have a few little niggly problems with the truck. I am going to need to adjust a few things. So first off, camber is out on the rear, so I am going to need to adjust that. I normally set everything at 1.5. 1.5 camber. And yeah, basically that gives me a good option. The car's dialed in the way I like it at that point, so easy to do. Just change your turnbuckles. ESC was a bit of a pig, obviously, to get in there, but again, it is a rather large ESC considering the small form factor of what it's meant to be. I probably confused a few people when I said it's a rather large small ESC. Well, yeah, it is. I mean, these ESCs are designed for smaller vehicles. Now, this being as small as it is, obviously it was a little bit hard to get in. 3652 4000 kV is going to give me plenty of punch and high-end, sort of top-end speed. I've still stuck with a 13-tooth pinion. Now, as time goes by, obviously I might change the gearing up a little bit, but I want to measure the temperatures and see how it is on 3S. As I say, what I did with this was flipped it over and obviously had the wiring going over the top. It made more sense. It gave me more clearance underneath for the ESC. The Varipop servo, as I mentioned, I'm not over the moon with it. It will do a purpose for the moment. You know, obviously it's going to get me going until some more servos come in. But yeah, I am running. I have turned the BEC values up on the ESC to 7.4. So obviously this is now running a full 25 kilogram capabilities rather than just a toned down version. So a lot of you guys might not realise, obviously, you can have a 25 kilogram servo, but if it's not running at the correct voltage, you're not getting the correct kilogram sort of output power of that servo. I have had a little bit of preload in the front. I moved the battery tray to the centre, obviously because I'm using a shorty pack. If you look at where the shorty pack goes, obviously in the centre, that's centralised now in the car. Diff tuned, put 10k in the centre for now to see how the car feels. Sorry, I keep going here because that's where they normally are, here. And then just went stock fluids front and rear. Tyres, I'm not going to hold my breath, they are very soft. But we're going to see how these feel around Garth Park. I got a feeling these are not going to last very long, but there you go, it is what it is. I have got a set of belted methods that'll fit on this truck, no problem at all. So, you know, there's that option down the line. No issues with the build quality. Is absolutely outstanding, to be honest with you. Very happy with the build quality. And this is one thing that I keep mentioning to people about Hobaos, is they kind of that next level. They're completely different to maybe like your standard RTRs. Now, look, 110 scale trucks is kind of in a league of its own, this one, because, you know, is it a stadium truck? Is it a Truggy? Some people will call it a stadium truck. Some people call it a Truggy. It's very much a hybrid, this one. But yeah, beautiful truck all the same. I'm going to dial in the settings now, obviously, for the car. Get all the geometry correct. The only thing I'm not overly fussed on is the old school style wing. It would be nice if Hobao had actually updated the wing a little bit. But I suppose the body is an old school body as well. But, you know, it is what it is. I would have liked to have seen a more updated wing on it. That is something I could change further down the line. Bumper on the front is nice and stout, obviously. Just the whole quality of the vehicle is absolutely spot on. Guys, I'm going to do some arty-farty videos for you to have a look at the car, and then I'll see you up top. Alright guys, okay, so the Hyper TT2.0 is all up and running, all ready to rock and roll. I'm really looking forward to giving this his first blast around Garth Park. It's come out absolutely epic. I love the colour. I love the way the car pops. As you know, it kind of matches my Team Associated now, so I'm really happy with that. As I say, a few little nuances, a few little problems when installing the electrics. I mean, essentially, you might not come into that because obviously if you're using a different ESC, you might have no issues with clearance. But obviously using the ESC that I've gone for, I did have an issue there. Awesome piece of kit. Huge thank you to the RC Fairy. Huge thank you to Modelsport for hooking me up and obviously getting this vehicle to me quite so promptly. In the next video, guys, you will see this buzzing around Garth Park, having a bit of fun with it. I've got a little bit of geometry to do with the truck, basically, to get it how I want it to drive. And yeah, I don't think it's going to take a lot, mind, I'll be honest with you. Tyres on the fence. Servo, I'm on the fence. I'm not sure how long these tyres are going to last because they are very, very soft. But look, 12mm hex wheels, there's plenty of them on the net and you're easy to get hold of. The whole kit has probably cost me, what are we talking, best part of £250, but for a totally epic 110 scale. Now, look, you could go out and buy an RTR for that sort of money, maybe like your Rolalo or something like that, but I think you're missing the whole experience of maybe putting a roller together, picking your electrics, and in my opinion, sometimes you actually get a better product. You know, that's how it's turned out for me in the past. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with Rolalo, by the way, alright, so you guys out there who like them, just like myself, yes, they are good. Now, as I say, next video, we are going to be getting out. We are going to be enjoying the TT2.0. I'm going to give you my feedback on how the car drives. And yeah, absolutely magical. Guys, till next time, check the box for more videos. Thank you very much for watching the video. Make sure you hit subscribe and give me a thumbs up. And yeah, see you in the next one. Stay awesome.